Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Yeah, the old clock says it's 5 o'clock. Beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We're going to do another Deschutes beer. Looks like yesterday's beer. This one is the Abyss. I reviewed this one a couple years ago, year and a half, somewhere like that. Nate sent me this one, so thanks again, Nate, for sending me this beer. I cannot get Deschutes beers here, like I told you guys yesterday, and Deschutes big beers, they put this silly ass wax on the top of them, so I hate that. I hate it. But it is what it is. The wax is like tits on a bull hog, like I told you yesterday. It actually serves no purpose. I had one of my subs tell me, it keeps the cap from rusting. My God, if you're selling your beer in a place that's got that much moisture in it, you probably are going to get a dehumidifier. Yeah, that'd be the hot tip. Otherwise, it just adds cost to the beers, guys. This makes the beer more pricey for somebody to stand at the end of the bottling line and dip these bottles into a damn wax container to do this. Not quite as heavy as wax as the brewery does, but it's still an inconvenience. And I had one subscriber say, "Oh, inconvenience, that's ridiculous." Well, fuck you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you want wax on all your beers, dip all your beers in wax, zipperhead. I don't care for it. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care for it. If you don't like that, that's just tough shit. I just think it's tits on a boar hog. It's useless. I'm not cellaring any of these beers for 20 years, 25 years. So, and if I do cellar them, it's not going to be in a place where the damn cap's going to rust off of it. So there. These beers from Deschutes are usually all A beers, guys. They are excellent beers. These guys at Deschutes really know how to make a great beer. And I reviewed this, like I said, a year and a half or so ago. And this is the same beer. I'm just going to re-review it because I've cellared this one a little bit longer to see how more complex it's in those flavors and stuff have come together. So let's get on with this one. Sorry about the F-bombs, but I got to say what I got to say. So, commercial description on this one, guys, says this special reserve series brew will only be offered December through February. Limited distribution, very limited. The Abyss Stout brewed with licorice and molasses with 33% aged in oak and oak bourbon barrels. It's dark, it's deep, it's mysterious. Aged in French oak and bourbon barrels, this special brew has immeasurable depth, inviting you to explore and discover its rich, complex profile. The flavor of molasses and licorice draw you in further and further with each sip. The Abyss beckons. Enjoy the journey. I loved this beer when I did it the other year. I remember it being an excellent beer. I remember it being a 10 beer, guys. I'm pretty sure this is going to be an A beer. I'm not, and my palate has developed a little bit each year with the more beers that I try and review. It gets a little bit more and more involved. And what was a 10 to me 5 years ago is not necessarily a 10 to me now, and vice versa. Something that I didn't care for back then, I may find it pretty damn tasty now. So, let's see where this one ends up. It says here on Rate Beer that this beer has 68 IBUs. It says 11%. Let's see what the bottle says on this one. 11.1% on this, and it says best after November 10th of 2015. So we're in January of 2016, so we're after that date. So this is their 2014 reserve. So, Nate, once again, thanks to my brother for sending me this. I think I've aged it long enough, so let's get on with this one. Don't think there's anything else we need to talk about there, so let's go over to the food pairings. It says cheeses, buttery brie Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, and it goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course. Meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. A glassware is pint, becker, knock, tumbler, snifter, oversized wine glass. I brought out the dual glass for this one today, guys. And can be sold for long periods. 11%, this beer is going to keep 5, 10, 15, even 20 years. Just don't keep it in a place where the cap's going to rust off of it. Come on. If your cellar is that damn moist, get a damn dehumidifier. Or get the, out of here. Alright, let's see if we can peel some of this silly ass wax off of it. Bear with me here for a couple of minutes. I'm not going to peel it all off. I'm gonna carve it like I normally do and just get the cap off of it. Alright, let's see if we can just peel the wax off the top of this thing. Did I say I hate this? I do. With a passion. With a passion. Well, this one's going to go a little bit better than the last one. Like I said, I'm not going to try to peel it all off. I just don't want to get down into the beer. I'm not a big fan of this paraffin wax. It's just a damn step is not necessary. If you want to add a step to it, print the bottle on date on it. Yeah, that's the hot freaking tip. Alright guys, let's see if we can get the cap off this bad boy. Alright, nice little hiss. Little bit of smoke. Then the wax is still coming off of it. I just don't want it to get down into the glass. I'm not a big fan of drinking wax. I save my wax for the candles, and I very rarely burn them. We're going to go down the center on this one, guys. What do you think? Alright, save a little bit there for the other half. Yeah. About 2 fingers of head on an aggressive pour. A very brown, off-white, I don't know what you call it. It's a brown head. It's a very deep brown head on this one. There's some small bubbles in there, big bubbles from that aggressive pour. Over into the light. In this particular glass, I'm not getting any. None at all. It's pitch black, guys. Very nice. Let's get a nose on it. Bourbon. Some woodiness in there. Hints of some dark fruit. Chocolate. Maybe a little bit of licorice and coffee. The roasted malt and the bourbon and the woodiness are standing out on the nose more than anything else. But it's right out of the fridge, and when I come back for the final chug, after I let it warm up to room temperature, we'll see what we get. Cheers. Cheers, Nate. Thank you, sir. That's a big beer. Getting the alcohol. Getting the bourbon. Nice bitterness on the back end. This is a sipper, guys. Wow. That's delicious. That is so delicious. Not quite as tart as yesterday's beer. No cranberries in this one, I don't think. Roasted malt, almost to the burnt characteristics. Coffee, licorice, chocolate, dark fruit. Wow, very nice. Very, very nice. Like I said, I reviewed this in a while back. So this is a re-review of the 2014 Reserve. I think it was the 2014 I did. It may have been the 2013 that I did, but I was thinking it was the 2014. So, and I've had this one for a while. Nate sent me this one, so thanks again, Nate, my brother. I do appreciate it, sir. You guys out there on the West Coast and even some in the Midwest, I don't know how far Deschutes goes out, but anything that Deschutes distributes and you can get your hands on, you can be pretty well rest assured that it's going to be a decent beer, above average beer. Very tasty. And when I was out in California and out there on the motorcycle, on my trip out there, whenever I seen Deschutes beers at the stores and stuff, I picked them up. Their fresh squeezed IPA was awesome, and several other ones that I had while I was out there were very, very tasty, guys. Deschutes, and I've had some of my subscribers when I first started doing beer reviews sent me beers, the Red Chair and several of the other ones that were just awesomely well made beers, and this is no exception. It is. It's no exception. But let's let it warm up. Let her have a glass of it. We'll save it. This is a 22-ounce bomber. Then we'll come back here in just shortly, and I'm going to sip on it probably 35-45 minutes and see where this ends up. Maybe step outside in the frigid 20-degree air and puff on a cigar for just a minute or two while I'm sipping on it, and we'll see where this ends up. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sitting on about 45 minutes. Went out and stood on the porch and froze my gonads off, puffing on a cigar a couple times. Had to come back in, get warm. Wind's whipping it out there about 30 miles an hour. About 20 degrees out there, and a foot of snow. It sucks. Can't wait to get to Florida. I hate this shit. I really do. This is an awesome beer, guys. A nice beer to have on a very cold January evening. Sit by the fire if you can. Rich roasted malt, almost to the burnt characteristics. Coffee, toffee, caramel, chocolate, dark fruit, black currants, vanilla, woodiness, bourbon. A lot of stuff going on in this beer. Whole lot of stuff going on in this beer. Very, very tasty. 2014 edition of this. This is their Abyss 2014 Reserve. Final chug. Wow. Awesomely delicious, guys. Just as tasty as the last time I had this beer. Top-notch beer. Outstanding beer. A 10 beer for me, guys. I would like to see them put a bottled on date instead of the best after date on this. That's the only fuss I got, and I'm not going to dock them a grade point for it. The Abyss beers that I've had so far have all been 10s, and this is no exception. It is very, very tasty. Very, very well made beer for an 11% beer. 11.1%. Very nice. Slight alcohol still in this beer, but you got to realize what you're drinking. 11.1%. It's a big beer. It is definitely a sipper. It's not something you want to chug. Probably not something you want to drink all by yourself. You want to share this with somebody, whoever it may be. If you drink all this by yourself, you're going to be shit-faced, no doubt about it. This is a great big beer. Definitely in a bomber, 22 ounce, definitely enough to share. You should share it. Don't be stingy. Don't be a pig. Share it with somebody. Very nice, guys. It's a 10 to me. It is a very, very nice beer. Outstanding beer. And if I'm not mistaken, I may have one or two of these still stuck in the fridge that I may do next year or the year after. I'm not sure. Time will tell. It's awesome, though. It's awesome. Very tasty. 10 for me, 100. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 99 world class. It is. It is a world class beer. If you can get your hands on this, the Abyss from Deschutes, no matter what year it is, it's usually going to be a very tasty beer. Very nice. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 100, 99 in the style. So 99, 100, and 100 for me. Awesome numbers from everybody. Outstanding beer. It is. Very well made beer. The only thing I say, I hate this freaking wax they put on all their high dollar beers. And I just don't like the wax. I just don't like it. It's my OCD, guys. I just don't like the wax. But we got it off and didn't make a huge mess on this one. So if you've had this one from Deschutes, this is their Abyss. This is the 2014 Reserve edition of that. Awesome beer. This is a re-review of this beer. I cellared this one for a while in the closet and then stuck it in the fridge. And Nate, thanks again for sending it to me. Awesome beer, guy. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, my brother. I do appreciate it. If you've had this one, guys, let me know what you think. And come on back tomorrow. Let's see if we can dig out of the fridge. See you then.